As the kharif season draws to a close, Telangana has had a record year for paddy cultivation. With a whopping 153 lakh metric tons, that's a remarkable 52% jump from just about 90 lakh metric tons in 2019, 5 years ago. However, Telangana's record is not an overnight achievement. It took a plethora of factors, right from rainfall to research, to make Telangana the most paddy producing state in India for 2 consecutive years, no less. This begs the question, what went right for Telangana to make it the topmost paddy producer in India today? The credit for Telangana's successful paddy run primarily goes to the increased yield and increased cultivation of the crop. This was further assisted by the improvement in the ease of production of the crop and a growing demand for rice. This made paddy both a profitable and a desirable option among farmers. For the last 4 years, Telangana has received ample rains. In fact, this year, videos of Telangana's rains have made multiple rounds on social media. But what marked a strenuous year for the people turned out to be very beneficial for paddy. You see, unlike dry crops like cotton and maize, paddy is a crop that both requires and can tolerate higher levels of water. Come good rains, your traditional and easily accessible irrigation sources like tanks, bore wells and wells filled up, making them much more accessible. In fact, this improved accessibility and availability of irrigation sources might have subverted the challenges from the Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project functioning without 3 barrages this year. However, improved irrigation is not the only contributing factor to Telangana's good paddy run. In the last 5 years, Telangana has seen a consistent increase in both the land under paddy cultivation and the yield of paddy. Both have shot up by about 50% in just half a decade. And that is where the ease of production comes in. Over the last 5 years, the governments and ICAR, the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, have consistently phased out older varieties of paddy which were susceptible to diseases and pest attacks, had lower yield and greater times of production. Instead, with the help of ICAR, seeds like KNM 118, JL 1738 and Superfine RNR 8718 and of course, the famous Telangana Sona made waves in Telangana with a better disease and pest resistance and increased yield. While that already made paddy the it crop, ICAR was also introducing mechanization practices into the paddy production process. You see, traditionally transplantation is the most labor-intensive part of paddy production. ICAR, however, was developing mechanical procedures to cut down on the labor and make it suitable for both wet and dry lands. Moreover, with global conflicts taking center stage a couple of years ago, there was a rice shortage worldwide, so much so that the Indian government itself had to ban non-basmati exports for a temporary period of time. With rice being a staple in many diets across the world and especially in India, it became an assured crop, incentivizing farmers to cultivate it more. To add to that, fluctuating monsoons in India also placed Telangana in a beneficial position, where its rice is now in demand in states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra and other northern regions. The production of fine rice, in fact, was so beneficial in Telangana that the government is currently considering providing it to government-run hostels and other public distribution schemes.